Hey guys, this is Richard with Dice University, and this video is going to be a native ads training for beginners.
This video is brought to you by Landerize.com. Create highly optimized landing pages in minutes. Get your 14-day free trial in the description below this video.
Okay, so I'm first of all going to map out the process of how native ads actually work. So native ads are formed from content, right? So when you're on the web, you're on a particular website and you're going through that content, there may be some sponsored content or there may be promoted content, and that typically are native ads, right? These are ads that essentially look native. They're camouflaged and baked inside of a specific website, and the user and the traffic that clicks on these ads assumes that this is almost part of the existing website in which they were reading content from. And native ads are one of the biggest types of traffic that we as affiliates can generate in the whole of the traffic source space, right? So yeah, I'm going to show you exactly how it works when you're actually driving traffic from a native traffic source all the way through to your affiliate offers. So let's take a look here. It will be a good one that we could use. All right, we'll grab this one. I'm going to build this one out as well. Okay, sweet. So we've got our ad network, we've got our banner ad. What else do we need? Okay, and then we have this is our lander. And if you're running with like ClickBank, this is it, right? So here is typically the flow. So we have, let me see if I can make this bigger as well. Yep, I can. All right, so we have our ad network, we have our ads. So these are like our banner ads, so our native ads. Then we have our landing page. See if I can change that name. And then we can call this one offer page. All right, and let's try and make this one bigger. Sweet. So when we are running native ads, we start off by buying traffic from the ad network, all right? And we can buy essentially as much traffic as we want from the ad networks. Native ads has a flurry of traffic available, which is why you see, some super affiliates are able to scale from $0 to $100,000 or more, in a matter of days using native ads, because there's so much traffic available and there's no issues when it comes to scaling quickly. Now, once you have purchased traffic, and you've set up your banner ad, so your banner ad or your ad that you've got, it's not always banners, so it's like there's a headline, there's a creative image. I'm going to show you some native ad examples in a second, and then that traffic is then driven over to a lander. All right, so that traffic is driven over to a lander like so, and this is a page that we own. So we own, as the affiliates, this is the landing page that we've set up, all right? And we then direct that traffic to an offer page. I've got an example of like a video offer page, but it's not always a video. Sometimes it's just almost like an order form, right? And you see that most when the flows are linking with advertorials, because the advertorial is almost like the VSL, because it's a hard sell, all right? The advertorial is there to get the traffic so warmed up that they're ready to pull out their credit card. And the same thing is with a VSL, right? So when you're running an offer that has a VSL, which is a video sales letter, you can have a more simplistic landing page. Whereas if the offer page doesn't do so much selling, and it's just there to essentially acquire the data and make sure that the customer makes their purchase, then you need to do some selling. You need to do a lot of selling, and that's why you have an advertorial. So you need to make sure that your flows match up, all right, and you've got the right combinations inside of your flows. Hopefully that makes sense. So if I have a flow with an advertorial, I know some of you don't know what advertorials are, but I'm going to show you as well when we head over to Landerize in a moment. But if you've got an advertorial which looks like a news article, but it's not really a news article, something that you've made, when you've got one of those landing pages, that is a hard sell. So you're essentially warming up the traffic so much, like I said, that they're ready to make a purchase. Whereas you can have just a simple click-through landing page, all right, and this is where you're sending traffic to VSL because you're relying on the offer to do the selling for you. Okay, that's the difference here. And this is pretty much the flow when it comes to, you know, buying native ads. And there's so many different native ad networks available. All right, so I'm going to head over to Adplexity and we're going to take a look at essentially this part of the process, so the ad network and the banners. So let me pull up Adplexity. Okay, sweet. So right now this is just a variety of different, you know, campaigns that are currently running. We can see here Top Doctor, one method to lower blood sugar. This is all US offers. I believe I have like Ad Combo as the affiliate network. So let's remove Ad Combo. And let's take a look now. Let's see, did I remove it? Yep. So let me see if I refresh this. Let's see if we can get back in. Okay, here we are. All right, so already you guys are seeing some examples of essentially some banner ads, so some native ads. Native ads are there to essentially capture attention, because think about it, when people are on these, you know, news sites, they're on sites that have loads of viral content, which is where most publishers who actually you can buy the traffic from, that's how most of the sites are formed. You are fighting for that traffic, all right? So it's very competitive. Therefore, having headlines like Top Doctor, one method to lower blood sugar, genius, even that's not that aggressive. That's not like the most aggressive that I've seen in terms of the type of headline. Let's look for some more aggressive ones. If I just remove all of this. Actually, no, let's leave that on, but leave that there. Let's see if we can find some more aggressive ones. Here. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's go through some of these, okay? So, MD, if you have toenail fungus, do this immediately. Watch. Born before 1961, claim these 12 senior rebates now. Okay, I don't need to explain that one. 1 cup before bed burns belly fat overnight. Do this before bed, watch your belly shrink. 1 cup daily burns belly fat overnight. Drink this before bed to lose your belly fat, etc, etc. All right, so you get the point. Always, what I'm trying to say to you and what I'm trying to explain to you is that there are super aggressive clickbaity headlines, all right? And that's because when you're running native ads, you're fighting against so much noise on these websites that you have to go for this approach. You have to have a headline that drives clicks. Not only that, you need to have an image that provokes some level of curiosity. It was a bit shocking. And that's why you see these images are a bit funky and a bit weird. Like, what is that? Like, that is just strange. This dude, it's just another weird image. And yeah, the guy's squeezing a lemon, random as hell, and this bottle, again, provoking curiosity. You're like, what is inside the bottle? You know, all the creators that you can do, I can just keep scrolling down, like, you're gonna find some weird images, right? Like, what is that? Again, is that even is that an egg, or who knows? So anyway, you get the point, right? These images and these headlines are there to get the highest possible CTR, lowest possible, cost on those as well. And the key thing here is that you are fighting for traffic, all right? That's super important. I'm gonna show you an example. I'm gonna head over to a viral site that I know Recontent advertise on. And yeah, so what you need to do is you just need to Google like viral sites. I did that, I Googled it and I found this one. And it just had loads of viral content, so let me just pull that up for you guys. Let me just try and find something that's good, okay content. Nothing, just a guy walking his goose, okay. Okay, this one looks safe. Don't want to pull up on anything that's, a bit strange. So I'm just gonna pause that. Let me just make sure that my ad blocker is off. I'm just gonna refresh this page and make sure it's mute. All right, so let's take a look here. So we're gonna see some ads. Oh, this is MGID, not Recontent. And already, unemployed popular mother earned $10,000 a week during quarantine. Popular father was down to his last £300 when his income shot up. All right. So these are both like make money online ads, so campaigns, and I bet you any money if I click on these ads we're gonna go and see advertorials, all right? And exactly what I've been talking to you guys about. So let's have a look. So this is an advertorial. UK dad earns £88,960 per month with Bitcoin. How ordinary men are earning £680 an hour working from home, blah blah blah, and then it's going to talk about some Bitcoin products. All right, so if I click, this is the link for the offer. If I click on that, and let's just wait for that to load up. Okay, so the offer page is just loading up. But yeah, the main thing is that you're now seeing this process essentially come to life, right? I'm not sure if the offer actually works because it's just not loading. Anyway, you get the point, right? You are now seeing this process, okay? So the ad network pushed the ad onto this site, right? This site then displayed this banner ad, right? We clicked the banner ad, we went over to the landing page, and on the landing page there were links to go over to the offer page. It's that simple. And the goal here is to make sure that your cost, so let's just write this down. So your traffic cost needs to be less than revenue, right? So what do I mean by that? For some of you that are not sure what that means, it's very simple. If I spend $100, yeah, and that then generates $200, whoops, $200 in sales, I'm profitable. If I'm doing that every day, I'm making $100 a day in profit. So when I buy traffic here at the ad network part, and that traffic then converts, as long as the cost is less than how much I make, I am profitable. And that is the aim of the game. It sounds much easier than it really is, but that is the aim of the game when you're buying native ads traffic. And the process and the key things you need to learn is, how do you build out these campaigns? How do you build out a good ad that drives curiosity, it drives those clicks, okay? You need to leverage some technology where possible, because that shortcuts a lot of your learning curve. Otherwise, if you don't have the budget to use like tools like Adplexity, then I'd highly recommend that you do manual spying. You go on sites like this one and you just keep refreshing the pages, right? And there's more sites that have these types of content. Go on news sites, you know, anything that has high volumes of traffic and is like content based, like viral content, news based, will have native ads. Their primary revenue stream will most likely be from native advertising. Okay, so let's take a look at another site that may have some content. So let's look at, and to be perfectly honest with you, you have to go on kind of crappy sites that are just information jargon that I would never use in my personal life. But this is where most people spend their times online, right? They spend their times online just consuming information, and we are putting ourselves in terms of our campaign in front of them, right? So we're able to advertise in front of these people as they consume their flurries of content. So I'm on another site, the Metro, which is a newspaper here in the UK. And I'm looking for some more sponsored content, okay? So I'm looking for, you know, if they have any content that is, you know, sponsored. So I can see one here, how businesses are adjusting to a newer, safer way of working. That's not really an affiliate, I don't think, because when I see an affiliate ad, I kind of know it's an affiliate straight away, right? So let's have a look. So just keep scrolling down. I may need to click on an article to see something. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna click on an article, something that isn't too wild. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we should be able to see some sponsored content on this, and this will just show you a real life example of, you know, how your ads will look like if you are buying native ads, right? You may end up on a site like this. So let's take a look. So I'm just going to wait for this page to fully load. Alright, so we can see here sponsored links by Taboola. So Taboola, if you go back, Taboola is an ad network, okay? So I've bought my ads from Taboola over here, and Taboola has then pushed that ads onto their publishers, okay? And now my ad is now being displayed here. You know, this person's reading an article, they're scrolling down for more content, and they're going through, and they're like, oh wow, UK seniors should claim this benefit. You know, people born before 1970 should claim blah blah blah. All right, you know, this is an affiliate, this is an affiliate, and don't get me wrong, these could be direct advertisers also buying their own traffic, but these are the type of affiliate offers that you can run. These are finance lead gen. All right, and different types of sites have different types of offers. As you saw with the previous site over here, all the ads. Let's see some YouTube stuff. All the ads are make money online, right? They all make money online. From this site, the first thing that we see is like it's targeting older people. Maybe that's because people that have been, you know, have been buying traffic, and they've realized that for the offers that are geared towards an older demographic, these sites tend to do well. So these sites will then get what we call whitelisted, which essentially is you can run campaigns and you only target specific sites, okay? Most likely that's what's happened here, hence why you see a similar type of ad, you know, and target demographic from the ads. So if I refresh this, hopefully we can see some new ones. It doesn't always work, but what I would recommend if you're doing manual spying, have multiple sites, maybe like 15 sites that all drive good traffic, well not good traffic, but all drive good volumes of traffic. and just keep refreshing and keep refreshing so that you can begin to get an idea of, you know, what type of ads are on a specific site, and just follow up with the flows. Like, just go through the flows, click on the ad, look at the lander. Before you click on the ad, save the creative, copy the headline, put it into a swipe file. All right, that's what I recommend. So yeah, so let's have a look. So UK residents rushing to, so this is health insurance. Let's click on this one. Let's take a look. So reassured, I believe that this is a advertiser buying their own traffic, potentially. So you can see here, this is an advertorial style lander. UK over 50s are rushing to get life insurance for only £5 per month. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. And yeah, so this is just another example. You know, this stuff, exactly what I'm talking to you about, this flow is what 99% of native advertisers are doing. This is not even what they're doing, this is just how it works. All right, you have an ad network, you purchase the traffic, you have these landing pages that you set up, and you have the offer page. All right, the offer. The key thing here to make this work is you need to make sure your banner, your ads, combined with your landing page, combined with your offer, is a profitable combination. You may have like multiple landing pages that you test, maybe even multiple offers that you test, and also multiple ads, like different angles that you test. All right, and you may find out that out of like maybe 10 combinations that you're running, 2 are profitable, 8 are not profitable. So you keep the ones that are profitable and you start scaling the ones that are profitable. Maybe it's doing like 150% ROI. So you focus on those 2 and you continue to scale them by increasing, you know, the budgets on those ones, right? So tools like Adplexity assist in this process because they mean that we don't have to manually spy. We don't have to manually go on the sites, constantly, you know, constantly refresh and try to find something. And, you know, sometimes it's not even relevant. You may see some like corporate ads as well. We don't have to do any of that when we have tools like Adplexity, which is good because they basically aggregate all of that into one place, right? So already I've got like how many different, you know, campaigns here, right? So the way in which you want to utilize Adplexity for your campaigns is you want to ideally have an offer in mind, or you know, a niche or vertical in mind. Like let's say life insurance, right? So let me just go back here. So just put life insurance. Let's see if anything appears. All right, so let's say I wanted to run an offer in the life insurance space, and I didn't just want to run it, and I also knew what traffic network I wanted to run on as well. So like, let's say I scroll down, and I'm like, I want to run this on Recontent. So I go to Recontent, wait for that to load up. Sweet. So what I can then do is, if I'm starting here, is I can then click on all of these different campaigns, and I can start doing some research on the campaigns. If I click on this one right here, you know what I like to do also is, I don't like to look at ads that were running like 6 months ago. I want to make sure it's been run in the past month, ideally. Otherwise, you could be swiping outdated flows, and that's something that, you know, I do not recommend. So I'm just gonna put this up to, you know, max 28 days just to make sure. And yeah, it's done some more cleaning. So some of those ads that were previously there and those campaigns that were previously there are no longer here. So let's take a look. So seniors on Medicare are in for a treat this May. So let's click on this ad. All right, so First thing I can see is this ad is being run in the US, UK, Italy, Canada, and Czech Republic. So I'll write that down, all the different geos. I can see all the different device types. You can go into that data in a bit deeper over here. You can see essentially the spread, what percentages each device is essentially acquiring. I can even get some publishers. So if I want to target on Recontent, start building up my own whitelist off the back of this. You can also see the different traffic sources that this particular affiliate is running on. So Recontent, MGID, Taboola. And then when we look at the traffic sources by volume, we can also see that Recontent had 99.4% of the traffic. So essentially, when this affiliate was spending on MGID and Taboola, he or she was spending peanuts in comparison to Recontent. So Recontent is what I would focus on for this particular campaign as the traffic source that I would use if I wanted to completely spy. And one thing we haven't started looking at yet is like the landing pages, right? So we've spent a lot of time looking at the ad network and looking at the banner, but let's start looking at the landing page. So let's use this as an example. So let's head back. Where are we? So if I select this, I'm going to try and click through via this affiliate link. I think this is it. Let's see. Let's take a look. All right, so I think we're making progress now. It's almost loaded up. Now, the main thing that I want you to see and I want you to understand is that there's only a limited number of ways in which you can, run affiliate campaigns, right? The issue is when you're starting out, you think, there's a million things I can do, and that can kind of make you stuck. It can kind of make you freeze almost, because you think that there's so many different ways in which you have to do this, or you have to try this, you have to try that. But A, use a spy tool. Spy tools cut out a lot of the work, and B, remember that there's only a limited number of ways in which anything can be done, right? You're not gonna get 10 super affiliates in a room and there's 10 different strategies. Most likely there's going to be maybe 2, maximum 3 strategies, all right? So yeah, let's take a look. So this is a standard advertorial in the insurance and kind of like finance type space. This isn't like a health advertorial. Those are a bit more aggressive, but we can see the whole aim of this is to get people to actually read. You don't want them to just click, although that's ideal, but you want them to actually consume, because they're getting warmed up to potentially purchase and continue with the rest of the flow of the campaign. So this is the offer, medicareplan.com. So if I click on that, that's medicareplan.com. And essentially, when I'm like here, what I want to do is, if I open up Landerize, I'd head into Landerize and I'd look at, okay, what's a potential flow that's similar to this one, right? So I'd look through, so just start at the top. Okay, none of those. This is a neutral advertorial, none of those. These are potentials, and I'll say potentially this one or this one, right? Bear in mind you can delete some of the stuff and you can make it more simple, just to match like this, all right? 1 image and whatever, or 2 images, because that's the image, right? So I would obviously head into Landerize and I'd update this. I'll just save the images and then just put them in, just plug and play, right? So let's say I'm going to use this one, just because this one may have some stuff that is not YouTube friendly. So let's say I was to click on this one and I'll just call this one test insurance. Let's take a look. So I'm going to pull up this lander again and just copy this. I'm not going to go through the whole process now, but I just want to show you how easy it is to start getting these things set up. So let's say I spied on this lander. You can also download it if you want and go into the HTML, but bear in mind that this is native ads, right? So when affiliates tend to run native ads, they have scripts on their landers to protect the landers from spy tools typically, or most likely is from other affiliates. So they may have some harmful scripts on those landers, which are a bit difficult for non-developers to get rid of, right? So let's say I'm here. I can just go ahead, let's go back. And I just want to select the edit icon right here. And then I just want to paste in, that headline that I just grabbed from the previous lander. So if I just come back here. So England's seniors are saving thousands with new Medicare options. So I'd do that, and then I'd go ahead and I'd change that image out, and I'd replace that image for this image, and we're essentially creating a similar flow, right? And then you can then directly compete against that other affiliate with your campaign, because you can essentially just mimic what they've done to a certain extent. The key thing here is that when you're using spy tools, and this is super important for beginners, is leverage them as a benchmark, so okay, this is the floor that I need to enter this campaign with. However, I'm going to still introduce different variables that are slight moderations on the existing ads. For example, the copy, you want to have like the benchmark ones in there for your tests, but at the same time you have slight variations in there too, because you're going to get the big ROI from the new version, so from the slight variations. It's very rare. You can just go through your affiliate campaigns, just copy and paste everyone's campaigns, and you're going to be successful. Otherwise, every affiliate will be a success, and that's just not the case. Okay, so this pretty much is the process for you to essentially build out your get started and understand how native ads works. It's very simple. There's several different videos from the Watch Me Builds which show you how to actually build this out, but this video was just here to help you understand how does this thing even work, like how do all these different pieces come together to form a native ad campaign. And this pretty much is it. It's that simple. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button, drop a comment as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.